Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, we're going to start recapping some of these Pacers highlights from the camp. We're going to try to get you guys informed as much as we can on this upcoming Pacers season. It's going to be an exciting one, guys, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as I'll be following the Pacers throughout the whole season. Alright, so I just want to go ahead and start off this video pretty simple and just go ahead and say that the NBA is also looking at the Pacers this year. I mean, look at this post from the NBA. Tyrese Halliburton is ready to take the next step in leading the Indiana Pacers. He looks so good in that picture in the uniform, man. I can't wait to go ahead and see how he performs this year, especially with the upgraded team. He's going to have so much to work with, and it's just going to be an outstanding year for him, and I can feel it. Now, coming from the Pacers social media, we're seeing that they quote, "The competition for minutes is real. There's no point in pretending it isn't. Every second out here counts." The first practice of what promises to be an intense training camp had a huge emphasis on the defensive end. So we're hopping into day number 1 at camp, which was actually October 3rd. And we're seeing that the practice is mainly focused on defense, which I believe is going to be the biggest thing we work on this year. Forcing teams to not score as much is something that we didn't do too well last year. We were able to score. I mean, look at our offense. We have a stacked offense this year, and I believe that we're going to be able to, capitalize on our opportunities, but we just got to stay solid on defense throughout the year and make sure that doesn't fall off, mid-December or something like that. And now we're going to hop into this video that the Pacers went ahead and uploaded on X the other day. There's a lot of minutes out here that people are working for. We've got a lot of talent on this team. The competition is heating up as training camp gets underway and the squad prepares for the 2023 to 2024 season.
From a roster standpoint, I've never had a roster go into a camp with this kind of competitive situation. We're so many guys that are really capable players, many of which have done some very good things in their young careers, along with young players either just drafted or maybe a year in who are super competitive and that have shown that they belong too. So very exciting, a lot of tough decisions, but I believe the competition is going to take care of a lot of it.
It's going to be hard. We know there's a lot of minutes out there that people are working for. We got a lot of talent on this team, so people are going to be fighting and clawing.
I think it's going to be very tough. I mean, we have 15 to 18 guys who can actually play and make like a roster spot and be in rotation. You got to go in there, compete, and make everybody around you better.
It's going to be a dogfight. Everybody knows it. We all know it's food on the table to be taken, and everybody's just going to come in with that attitude and that mindset of just getting better and buying in and finding ways to find those minutes.
It's like war. Everything that you worked on this summer, you basically bring in training camp. All the hard work, conditioning, you show all that.
What I've learned in the NBA is there's no secret recipe. It's just the best players just work the hardest. Obviously, they work their butts off to get where they are, and there's no surprise. There's no way around it. You gotta go to it to be the best.
So after that video, let's go ahead and check out the Pacers training camp roster for the season. So we've got Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin, Andrew Nembhard, Jarris Walker, Buddy Hield, TJ McConnell, Kendall Brown, Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, Isaiah Wong, Isaiah Jackson, Aaron Nesmith, Jalen Smith, Ben Shepherd, Daniel Tice, Miles Turner, and Oscar Tshiebwe. I love all of these guys, man. It's going to be tough to go ahead and finalize this roster because, honestly, taking a look at that last video we just seen and what the Pacers were quoting earlier, this is definitely going to be a tough team to catch minutes for. Obviously, Tyrese is most likely going to lead this team, and I'm going to guess players such as Miles Turner and Obi Toppin are also going to get quite a bit of minutes on this roster. But young guys such as Ben Shepherd, Isaiah Wong, Jordan Nwora, Oscar Tshiebwe, they may have to fight for some minutes, and it's going to be tough. But if they just go out there and show everything that they've got, everyone obviously has a possibility. So the Pacers starting 5 on day 1 of the training camp consisted of Tyrese Halliburton, Bruce Brown, Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin, and Miles Turner. I'm guessing that this is going to be our starting lineup for this year, but I don't know. Bruce Brown is obviously going to be one of the veterans on this team. I would like to get him in the starting 5, but at the same time, don't know if we're going to be able to fit him in there. Tyrese Halliburton, definitely going to be in the lineup. Benedict Mathurin, I'm going to guess is going to be in there, but I'm not 100% sure. Obi Toppin should be in there. Miles Turner is definitely going to be in there. So that is your starting 5 on day 1 of the training camp. Here are some post-game interviews from day 1 of camp. Early observation, a lot of positive energy from this Pacers camp. One of the newcomers seems like a really good addition for both positivity and energy. This is the post-practice interview from Obi Toppin.
It wasn't really a secret that it sounded like you really wanted to be here. Just 2 days in, how is it living up to what you thought it would be?
I mean, it's amazing here. I love it here. It's the fact that I got good people around me too. Players, coaches, everybody's so welcoming and willing to help me learn and get better. So the players, like, we all pushing each other to be successful because we all want to win. And so we're going to continue doing that throughout the whole season.
Now we're going to jump over to Rick Carlisle as he says, quote, he obviously has a very good opportunity here, unquote. This is head coach Rick Carlisle on what he's seen so far from Obi Toppin this training camp.
First 2 days he's been really good, and today he made it to the finals of our one-on-one battle. We're having one of those every day, which was great sign. He shoots the ball well. We know he can run like a deer, and I think for him, he's obviously has a very good opportunity here. Day to day, just come in and just keep building on little things.
Now we're going to get another quote here from Rick Carlisle, and obviously everything is resorting back to this right here. The competition for minutes is real. This is going to make the job tough on the coaching staff. I mean, just look at that roster. I read off the training camp roster from earlier. It is stacked. So he says, the competition for minutes is real. There's no point in pretending it isn't. Every second out here counts. Every minute counts. We're being very detailed with everything we're doing here in the practice, from defensive footwork to offensively to how we're crashing the boards. Everything matters. Rick Carlisle is speaking on the competition at training camp, and guys, this seems like it has been one of the most intense training camps the Pacers have ever had. Now, jumping away from day 1, we're going to head into day number 2, also October 4th. Larry Bird actually ended up showing up at day 2 of training camp. Here is Miles Turner, the only remaining player that Larry Bird drafted. And here from the Pacers official Twitter page, Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner connected with Larry Bird at practice today. Now from Dustin Dopriak, the Pacers bring back all 5 of their starters from last season, but there's a chance only 2 end start this year. They add 2 first-round picks. They like to a group of 13 experienced players that they trust, but somebody's going to see minutes cut. That's just what happens whenever you have a team this stacked. And the Pacers, in my opinion, are one of the most underrated teams going into this year. The depth on this roster is absolutely insane. Now, from the official media of the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton shares what has helped him succeed so far in the NBA and what he is excited for this year in camp. Quote, we've got a lot of great players, and that's a good problem to have.
The biggest challenge has probably been just getting to that level. Coming into the NBA as a rookie and just trying to be a part of the team, to kind of being traded here and thrust into, having to be the guy right away. It's a role that I'm comfortable with now, and wouldn't change for the world. I feel like I was able to take that step, obviously because of the work I put in and the confidence I had as a player, but I'd say the confidence that the organization and my teammates had in me, giving me the ball, allowing me to thrive and get to positions where I can succeed. I feel like my whole life I've been able to talk to a wall, so it's easy when it comes to growing relationships, stuff like that, and who I am as a player, just giving people the ball. It's what I do. Love to see people fighting for jobs and love to see people fighting for the right to play and all those things. And we got a lot of great players, and that's a good problem to have. I'm excited to compete every day in training camp and get after it.
And now the last post that we're going to go ahead and take a look at. Obi Toppin and Benedict Mathurin are both hoping to take on larger roles this season. Their development will be key to this team's success, and I do agree with that. Obi Toppin is going to work well with the rest of our playmakers, such as Tyrese Halliburton. Now looking at Benedict Mathurin, he was obviously a factor last year for the Pacers, and I believe he's going to be even better this year. I mean, look, Pac-12 Player of the Year playing for the Pacers, and you know that's a big deal. Obviously, he's going to try to progress in the NBA this year, and I believe he's going to be a big factor on this roster. And now one more thing that we're going to go ahead and take a look at is a clip from ESPN NBA Today.
All right, I'm going to add, what about the Indiana Pacers? I know that's a little bit outside the box, but I like what Tyrese Halliburton's been doing. They added Obi Toppin. They got Bruce Brown that I really think the Denver Nuggets are going to miss, maybe sneaking in as the 8th seed.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like the Pacers as well.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you guys want to see more Pacers updates, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be here all season long. Thank you guys. See ya.